Welcome to Dysfunctions that make you go, Which dysfunction do you look for when you do the arm elevation test with your clients? We at Syzygy believe that the scapular mechanics can reveal a lot of different problems in different parts of the body. So we would like to invite you to join us in exploring 5 very common dysfunctions that we can see in people. Let's take a look at the arm elevation test with our client Sarah. If you take a look at the scapulas of Sarah, you can just look at my fingers to follow the scapular motion. As she starts to go up with her arms, you can see that her left scapula moves way more than the right one. So we can say the right one is more stuck. As she goes higher with her arms, you can also see that the right trapezius is tensing up and that the angle of the right humerus is different than the one of the left one. You can also see that the right elbow is more bent in this position. As mentioned before, changes in scapular mechanics can cause 5 common dysfunctions. In this episode, we're going to highlight the dysfunction of the shoulder impingement. It's a very common problem with people. They have pain in their shoulders and they get diagnosed with shoulder impingement. So we're going to look at biomechanics by looking at fascia and muscle structure and also at the mechanics of the shoulder and scapula itself. First muscle I want to highlight is the Serratus Anterior. It comes from the medial border of the scapula and inserts into the ribs. Its function is to externally rotate the scapula. The second muscle group are the rhomboids. They come from the 7th cervical spine down until the 5th T-spine. They go to the medial border of the scapula. So what they do is they do exactly the opposite. They pull the scapula towards the spine. The third muscle that we're going to use is a part of the sling, which continues there. It's from the 7th cervical spine up until the 3rd and goes up to the mastoid process on the other side. They're called the splenic muscles. So this sling is responsible for the external rotation of the scapula. So why is that important? If we look at the mechanics of the shoulder and the scapula, we see immediately that if the scapula doesn't move, so if the scapula is stuck, the head of our humerus gets stuck here. This is why it's called impingement. Impingement means it squeezes the structures in here, and this is what causes pain. So we need a certain degree of external rotation in the scapula in order for my humerus to go up. So the shoulder movement that we call shoulder movement is actually only partially a shoulder movement, up to 60 degrees maybe. The sources differ there a little bit, but the rest of the motion up to 180 is much influenced by the ability to externally rotate your scapulas. So if we have too less external rotation in our scapular motion, we have a problem that the structures right here, the bursa, the supraspinatus, they get impinged when I lift my arm up all the time. And the repetitive stress here causes me an impingement syndrome, which causes basically shoulder pain. I hope that this video could help you a little bit to look at the same dysfunction in your clients, test it, let us know what you can find, and also if you want to know more, please visit us on our website. Thank you.